In Japan, you can't walk a block without seeing these signs. But they're not warnings. Behind each sign, a creature built like a death machine. No cure, no antidote. Yet this sign is a menu. Someone decided this animal would be fun to slice up and eat. This is Fugu. And unlike other poisonous foods, the toxin isn't easy to remove. Fugu is Japan's #1 cause of fatal food poisoning. Fatality rate, 50 times that of E. coli and salmonella. Yet fugu remains legal across Japan. How does a puff of fish deliver its poison? And how does its body go from this to this? Who in their right mind decided to eat this? The most commonly eaten is the tiger puffer. Looks more like this. Not like this ferocious one, which isn't eaten at all. The little guy on the right. Not a true pufferfish. It's a porcupine fish. Over 120 species worldwide, but only 22 approved for fugu in Japan. They go by many names, but the setup is always the same. Soft-bodied, slow-moving, built like a cartoon character. Their bones fuse into a box shape. No ribs. Organs slosh freely. In most animals, this would be a fatal design flaw. Comically slow. Among the least efficient swimmers on Earth. Look at those fins. No claws. No camouflage. No escape plan. They should have gone extinct. Yet they've survived 40 million years. What? A moray eel attacks. The puffer inflates and swims away fatter. The eel would have died if it succeeded. They gulp water and force it into a super stretchy stomach. Their guts move out of the way, like backstage crew before a costume change. Sharp spines lie flat, then snap outward like nature's spike tire. Predator isn't swallowing dinner, they're choking on a weapon. But inflation is exhausting, they can only do it a few times. They bet the predator will be scared off by the spikes. But the real weapon is tetrodotoxin, TTX. 1,200 times more toxic than cyanide. 2 milligrams, a grain of sand, can shut down your nervous system. A single wild puffer carries 200 times that amount in its organs. TTX blocks voltage-gated sodium channels. Nerves can't send signals. No walking, no talking, no breathing. Fully aware as your body fails. The puffer doesn't make the poison. It's outsourced to bacteria. Raise a puffer in captivity with a sterile diet, you get a harmless balloonfish. A slightly awkward balloonfish with a permanent look of surprise. How doesn't it die from its own poison? A tiny mutation stops TTX from binding. One microscopic change makes them immune to their own weapon. Neuroscientists studied pufferfish for this exact reason. Evolution reprogrammed biology at the molecular level. Imagine carrying a chemical that could drop an elephant. Some species use TTX to hunt. Trace toxin in saliva immobilizes prey. Mothers lace their eggs with TTX, a chemical minefield for predators. One bite, and the predator learns the hard way. Hidden behind that goofy face, a beak of fused teeth. Hard, sharp, constantly growing. Powerful enough to bite through coral, rock, bone, crab shells. Aquarium owners, don't hand feed them. They don't hesitate. Pufferfish are smarter than expected. They navigate mazes, recognize owners. One in an Australian zoo learned to swim onto a platform for checkups. Despite all this, we decided this would be fun to put on our plates. Sashimi, hot pot, grilled, fried. A meal people risk their lives for. Eaten for 2,000 years. First bans appeared in the 8th century. Emperors outlawed it repeatedly. It kept resurfacing, dangerously, deliciously, a mark of masculinity, bravery to eat something that could kill you. Chefs train for years, pass rigorous exams, butchers with surgical precision, less than half pass on the first attempt. Mistakes aren't an option. Deaths still happen, mostly from amateurs or black market fugu. Some seek slightly toxic fugu for the tingling numbness. 1975, Bondo Mitsugoro VIII, a living national treasure, died from fugu liver. The liver is the most poisonous part. Banned by Japanese law. He convinced a chef to serve it secretly. Claimed tolerance. Died hours later. Michelin restaurants now serve farm-raised, non-toxic fugu to global tourists. But in traditional circles, the risk is still part of the appeal. Why evolve a toxin that kills predator and prey? Counterintuitive. Nature plays the long game. One death teaches millions to avoid. Thousands died to teach. Don't mess with the spiky balloon fish. Species survives through reputation. Evolution's strangest success story.